Hi guys, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're actually going to talk about EDISU Pavia. Okay, the fully funded scholarship for that of the University of Pavia. Who can apply? Bachelor's degree students, master's degree students, master's degree of unique cycle programs, PhD, and that of courses of specialization. What are the general scholarship benefits? I will tell you. It comes with stipends, accommodation, meals, international mobility, and that of the possibility of tuition reduction. Let us talk about the economic requirement. So the easier that you're presenting for this academic year for the benefit, it should not be above 24,335.11 euros. Okay, then that of the properties and assets value should not be beyond 52,902.43 euros. Okay, so please note that if you supersede even one of the indications stated, you are not going to be considered for the scholarship. Okay, you're not going to be considered for the scholarship. So that is what you actually need to take note of. Now let us talk about the merit requirements. Okay, so for the merit requirements, there are requirements for first year students and that of requirement for years subsequent years. Okay, so do take note of that. Unlike other regions, for the University of Pavia, there are merit requirements for first year students. Okay, so you need to know is the merit requirements for first year students are done in two assessments. So the first assessment for those enrolled in for the first time in the first year of bachelor's degree or single cycle master's degree programs, having obtained high school diploma, need to have graduated with a grade not less than 70 over 100. Okay, and then should be regularly enrolled. Okay, then you can see for those enrolled for that of master's degree, for also those enrolled in courses of specialization and all the others, they're going to fall into the the second phase of the evaluation, which is they should be able by the time pre-visited, okay, they should be able to get the minimum credit stipulated. Okay, merit requirement for students of subsequent years. Okay, for those enrolled in bachelor's degree, that's the 3 years, and then you can see that in second year they need to have 35 credits, third year 80 credits, bachelor's plus single cycle master's degree, they should have 35 credits second year, 35 credits second year, 80 credits, 135 if they're in their fourth year. So this is it, depending on the year that the student is applying and the number of credits required. Okay, so those in specialization programs or that of master's degree, it is just 2 years. Okay, so for them the 35 credits is required from them. Okay, that is if they're in their second year. But in this student was admitted into a program with an entry test, then the bachelor's degree, you can see here for second year 35 credits, 88 credits, and then that's if they're in their third year, and then it follows for the other years. Okay, now let us talk about these scholarship amounts. Okay, so the division is actually done in 3 phases. Those who fall under the first phase are those who are coming in with an EZA of 0 to that of 12,167.56 euros. The second category is that of those with an EZA of 12,167.57 to that of 16,223.41 euros. Then the third category is that of those with EZA of 16,223.42 euros to that of 24,335.11 euros. Okay, so these are the 3 phases that you need to take note of. So depending on the phase that you fall in, you can see if you are students are also categorized in into 3 categories: studente pendolare, which is like commuter students, then studente fuori sede, an off-site student, and then students that are located like basically in that are located in the region or in the city where the university is located. Okay, so I usually do focus on this part. If you're an off-site student and you fall within this first category, you present an easel that fall within this bracket, then you are going to get 8,068 euros. Okay, and those who fall into the second category, which is if you present an easel of this within this category, then you're going to get that of 7,016 euros. And then if you do fall within the third category, the amount is gradually going to be reduced, and then you're going to get 5,730 euros. Okay, so that is what you actually need to take note of. In an instance where the students also do take accommodation in that of the EDISU accommodations, then that amount, the amount for the accommodation, is also going to be subtracted. Okay, but do take note, the accommodation is highly affordable compared to other accommodations. Okay, so the person who fall within this category is actually going to get this amount. Okay, this is going to be the money that's going to be given to the students after that of meals and that of accommodation is being taken out. Okay, those who fall within the second category are going to get this after meals and accommodation is being taken out. Those who fall within the third category are going to get this after meals and accommodation is being taken out, which is actually like good. Let's talk about the condition for increments. Okay, the conditions: students that are enrolled in STEM programs, female students that are enrolled in STEM programs are going to get an attraction of 20% increment of their scholarship amount. And then also students enrolled in dual programs, okay, are also going to get 20% increment of the scholarship amount. Let us talk about the documents required. See, the documents required is actually that of your family's family composition document, your family's income document, and that of your properties and movable assets. Okay, these documents need to be coming from the authorities recognized in your home country, and then later you have to take it to the Italian embassy in your home country. Okay, so it should either be coming from these authorities or it should be coming from the Italian embassy in your home country. Okay, do take note of that. There are those who have to go directly to the Italian embassy. Those are students who fall under the countries known as particularly poor. Yeah, for those students, they are supposed to go to the Italian embassy directly. But then if your country do not fall under these countries, an example, countries like Ghana, Nigeria, for these countries, you would have to go to the authorities in your home country for them to compile this document for you. So let's go over it. You can see the composition of your family unit. Okay, so it should include each and every member of your family. Okay, how they are related to you, their date of birth, and everything. Okay, and then do take note, it should cover the year 2023. Also their income, the income made by each and every family member of yours as at the year 2023. If a family member of yours didn't work for that year, then they're asking you for a document which shows they were unemployed for that year. Okay, an example, if any of your family member is a student, then you're going to show that of the admission letter for that academic year, if that is the year that they were enrolled in a university. Okay, then just like I mentioned to you, you're going to show the properties and assets owned by your family as at the date till 31st of December 2023. What does this mean? If as at December 2023 your family didn't own any property, but then maybe it was in this year, January or February, that your family or that of maybe your father or your parent bought a house, it is not considered because your father got the house this year and not that of 2023. So you have to declare that as at then you didn't have a house or you didn't have any properties. So that is what you actually need to take note of. The year stipulated is what is required. Okay, so it's as at by that year, did you guys own any properties? If you didn't, and then it's in this current year that you guys own properties, then no, it cannot be considered. Okay, just like I mentioned, any form of movable asset as at 31st of December 2023. Please take note, they are stating that no other form of any form of declaration document will be accepted. Okay, it needs to be coming from the authorities in your home country. Affidavit will not be accepted. Okay, it will not be accepted. And then do take note, you need to submit this document directly to EDISU. You would need to submit the document to them directly to EDISU within the deadlines stipulated. Okay, so now let us talk about the document that you're supposed to send to them. I'm going to explain everything to you, okay, so that you guys do understand. So okay, students whose family are residents outside Italy, and then they do make income outside Italy, this is what you need to take note of. You are obligated to upload the document in a format of PDF, which is the document that we spoke about, that of your family income document, all of the required documents. You are supposed to upload it in the section of Carica Documenti. There's that section on the portal of the on the EDISU portal. You're supposed to upload the documents there. It will be uploaded in a way that it's very legible. Okay, and by 16th of September 2024, okay, at 12 p.m. that document is supposed to be presented in original to EDISU. It should be presented in original or directly to the Sportelli, and they've given the details here via Calatafimi 11 Pavia. Okay, or you send it over to them by post. You send it over to them at your own. It's you that you're going to pay the post cost and everything, but then you should send it to them, and then these are the details that they've stated here. EDISU Pavia, via Sant'Enodio 26, okay, 27100 Pavia, Italy. Okay, let us talk about for you to be considered an off-site student. It's not enough that you're an international student. Okay, it's not enough that you live outside Italy. For them to consider you as an off-site student, you would need to present to them a number of documents. And what is this document? By 4th of November 2024, you would need to upload onto the portal or get in contact with them and let them know. You have to basically upload the document of a contract of location. So basically that of your house contract. Okay, so if you're in an apartment and the apartment is in your name, or if you're sharing an apartment with others, you need to upload your house contract on the portal, okay, to regularize you being considered an off-site student. If you do not do this, you will not be considered an off-site student, even if you came from outside Italy. Okay, now let us talk about payments of the scholarship. Okay, so the the first part, 50% of the amount, is going to be paid by 31st of December 2024. Okay, and then the second amount is going to be paid considering that the students meet the needed merit requirement. So this is for students in the years ahead of the first year. But for those enrolled in the first year, okay, the first amount is paid in 3 installments actually. So the first amount is going to be paid by 31st of December 2024, and most of that money is going to be in benefit. Okay, so they're going to deduct that of the cost for the accommodation, that of the cost for, you know, your feeding. Yeah, so basically almost like during the first section, or during the first payment, you might end up not even getting anything at all. So the second rate, okay, of the amount is going to be paid from that of March 2025. The third amount is actually going to be paid by June 2025. Okay, considering that the students have actually made the students have actually met the merit requirement. And for you to be able to receive the amounts, okay, especially the one that is going to come in money, for you to be able to get that, you need to insert in your area, okay, your student area, your reserve area on the portal. You need to insert that of your IBAN, okay, your bank account details, where they can pay the money through. And then you also need to confirm that you do not have any other, you know, scholarship that is not in line with the regional scholarships. Okay, you need to confirm to them. Okay, so only when you have done all of this will you be able to get the liquidation of the money from the scholarship. Let us talk about causes for incompatibility. Okay, this can cause revocation of the benefit if you do not regularly, you know, enroll yourself in the university by the deadline stipulated. You know, yeah, it can cause them, because there are some students who actually make the application, but then they've not even gotten admission into the University of Pavia. So do take note of that. Then the second instance is for students that are enrolled in the first year of, you know, a master's program under condition, okay, of not having completed their bachelor's degree, okay, but then within the stipulated deadlines, you were not able to actually complete your bachelor's degree. Okay, and also an instance where the student do not actually communicate the documents required within the stipulated deadlines, because they need the documents to check the veracity of the declarations that you've made. So if you do not like send over the documents or upload the document that is needed by EDISU, there is a possibility of the scholarship being revoked. Okay, then other instances is, you know, an instance where EDISU finds out that you made some declarations which were not actually true in the compilation of the scholarship. Yeah, that is an instance where they can revoke the scholarship. An instance also is that of a student who submits an application for the scholarship but then withdraws from studies or transfers to a completely different a completely different university, and does not follow the right procedures for transfer. And the other requirement is also that of the student enrolled as an intermediate repeater for the academic year 2024 following the publication of the definitive rankings. Okay, so that's what you should take note of. And also that of students enrolled in first year of bachelor's, master's and degree courses, and also that of single cycle degree courses, doctorate or specialization programs, but then does not achieve the minimum merit requirements by that of 30th of November 2025. Here the scholarship is going to be revoked. Okay, let's talk about the cases for transfer. Just like I told you guys, in an instance where you want to transfer to another university, you can do that and you can get to sustain your scholarship. That is if you ensure that you follow the right procedures. Take note of EDISU is saying in the case of transfer to a different university after the start of the academic year, the scholarship application presented to EDISU Pavia upon written request of the interested party will be sent to the institution or university to which the student requested a transfer and will be managed by the receiving organization in the ways and times foreseen by the announcement adopted by it. So the other university is going to do things according to how the scholarship in their region or in that university work. So actually you do need to take note of that. The student transfer to another university will lose the benefit that may already been recognized by EDISU, will therefore have to repay any installments collected. Right to the benefit remains for the students enrolled in the first year of university, because CC has already achieved the minimum merit requirements set out in the announcement, okay, for the collection of the third installment during the academic year. Let's talk about the publication of the rankings. Okay, so the publication of the initial rankings is going to be out by that of 25th of October 2024. Okay, then do take note, by that of 4th of November, if there are any changes you want to make, any form of thing that you want to ask from them, you will need to do that by this deadline. Okay, any form of corrections need to be made by this deadline. And then by that of 4th of December 2024, okay, the definitive ranking is going to be out. Let's talk about how to apply. For you to apply, you just have to go to the EDISU Pavia website. That is www.edisu.pv.it. Okay, and then you navigate your way to the Servizi Online allo Studente. Ensure that you register, and then from then you start the application. When I do have time, I'm going to show you guys how to apply. Okay, I'm going to show you the step-by-step process on how to apply. Let's talk about the deadlines. Okay, so the deadline is that of 16th of September at 12 p.m. okay, 2024. So that of 12 p.m. 16th of September 2024. So what are you waiting for? Start getting all the needed documents. You're supposed to send these documents to EDISU. So because of that, start working on them and then start your application. So basically that is the end of this video. If you did find value in it, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.